The soft hum of anticipation filled the air as fans around the world waited for any glimpse into the life of two of South Korea's most beloved stars, Jung Hae and So Min. Known for their heartfelt performances and quiet charisma, the couple had captured the public's imagination long before they ever confirmed their relationship. But nothing could have prepared their fans for the emotional wave that came when news broke that they were expecting their first child together. Their story is not one built on scandal or tabloid rumors but on a gradual unfolding of trust and affection. Their chemistry had long been the subject of speculation, particularly after working on a drama that catapulted their on-screen romance into real-life whispers. Yet, true to their private natures, Jung Hae and So Min kept things close to their hearts. When they finally confirmed their relationship, it felt like a gentle confession to the world, a shared truth rather than a headline. The announcement of their pregnancy came not through a press conference or magazine spread but in a handwritten note posted to social media. So Min's delicate handwriting conveyed both excitement and vulnerability. "We are so grateful and humbled to be welcoming a new life," she wrote. "This journey is personal, but we wanted to share our joy with those who have supported us through every step." The weeks that followed were filled with curiosity and admiration. The public watched from afar as the couple slowly let the world in, one small glimpse at a time. A blurry photo of them shopping for baby clothes, a fan-captured image of Hae helping So Min out of a car, hand protectively on her back. Each moment was a quiet declaration of love and commitment. Unlike many celebrities, they did not glamorize the experience. Instead, they shared small stories, the difficulty So Min had adjusting to pregnancy cravings, how he insisted on reading every parenting book he could find, and their late-night walks where they whispered their fears and hopes under streetlights. These weren't grand gestures but ordinary, deeply human moments. Friends close to the couple have shared that their bond deepened in ways even they didn't expect. "I've never seen them so grounded," one friend commented. "They laugh more, they argue less, and they become each other's peace." As So Min entered her third trimester, preparations ramped up. Hae took time off from filming, choosing instead to focus on home life. The couple took prenatal classes together, often arriving quietly and sitting in the back of the room. Fellow attendees described them as warm, attentive, and deeply affectionate. One particularly touching moment occurred when the couple was seen leaving a baby product store in Seoul. Paparazzi expected to catch a hurried, evasive escape. Instead, they found the couple holding hands, laughing over the difficulty of choosing between two cribs. It wasn't a performance. It was simply two people trying to do their best. Then came the day that changed everything. It was early morning when they arrived at their hospital. The sky was overcast, the city unusually quiet. Inside the delivery room, time seemed to slow down. So Min, her face pale but determined, gripped Hae's hand tightly. He didn't flinch. He stood beside her, whispering encouragement, his eyes never leaving hers. The hours passed in a blur of emotion, pain, and hope. Finally, their baby cried, a sound that shattered the tension in the room and replaced it with awe. Nurses moved quickly, checking vitals, swaddling the child, and placing their newborn into So Min's arms. There was silence, and then, a whisper. So Min looked down, eyes brimming with tears. Said softly, "You are so loved. We've been waiting for you." Hae, voice thick with emotion, close, and added, "You've made us more than who we were. Thank you for choosing us." These were their first words as parents. Not dramatic, not rehearsed, but real, raw, overflowing with love. What came next, however, would prove that the journey of parenthood had only just begun. The first few days at home were both beautiful and chaotic. Like many new parents, Jung Hae and So Min were thrust into a whirlwind of feeding schedules, sleepless nights, the overwhelming joy that comes with every tiny COO and yawn. Their lives, once filled with scripts, sets, and premieres, now revolved around lullabies, baby monitors, and late-night diaper changes. They embraced it completely. Gone were the carefully curated Instagram photoshoots. Instead, So Min began sharing candid snapshots, Hae asleep on the couch with their baby resting on his chest, her own tear-streaked face as she whispered lullabies at 3 a.m. The first time their child wrapped a tiny hand around her finger. Fans responded not with demands for polished images or staged perfection, but with gratitude. "Thank you for showing the real side," one comment read. "You make parenthood look raw and beautiful." Their first words as parents continued to echo in interviews and casual conversations. When asked in a rare talk show appearance what it felt like to become a father, Jung Hae paused for a long time before replying, "It's as if my heart had to grow overnight. I didn't know I could love this much. I didn't know silence could feel this full." So Minutes echoed his sentiments. "Every day I discover a new version of myself. Sometimes I'm scared. Sometimes I'm tired. But every night, when I look at our child, I know I'm exactly where I'm meant to be." The couple made a conscious decision to protect their child's identity, choosing not to reveal their face publicly. Instead, they shared moments, tiny socks, the corner of a smile, back of a fuzzy head. It was enough. Fans respected their boundaries, showering them with love rather than demands. Behind the scenes, things weren't always easy. Like many mothers, So Minutes battled hormonal shifts and occasional postpartum anxiety, but she was open about it. In a blog post that went viral, she wrote, "Used to think strength meant pretending everything was fine. Now I know strength is asking for help, allowing yourself to feel." Her honesty sparked a national conversation about mental health and motherhood. Many praised her for being vulnerable in an industry that often expects women to bounce back without showing pain. Through it all, Hae remained by her side. Friends say he became her anchor, never missing a doctor appointment, always taking the night shift when she looked especially exhausted. He even turned down multiple film roles, saying, "There will be other scripts, but I'll never get these first days back." Their partnership became a symbol of shared responsibility and emotional intimacy. It wasn't just So Minutes mothering, it wasn't just he in supporting, it was the two of them, deeply in sync. Learning together, growing together. Celebrities and fans alike took notice. Messages of support poured in from fellow actors, many of whom had worked with the couple and were touched by their authenticity. Several posted old photos with captions like, "Watching you two become parents is the most beautiful story yet." A fan-made video compilation of their journey, from their first drama scene together to clips of their parenting moments, garnered millions of views. The video ended with their first words as parents, to soft piano music, and the screen fading to black with the words, "Love is quiet. It echoes forever." Today, Hae and So Minutes are planning to co-write a book about their journey, not as celebrities, but as two people who stumbled, cried, and triumphed through the transformative experience of becoming parents. It will include journal entries, photographs, and even letters written to their child. When asked what they hoped their child would take from all this, So Minutes smiled and said, that they were born into love, that every moment, every choice, was made with their happiness in mind. Jung Hae added, "We didn't want a perfect story, we just wanted a real one." And in doing so, they gave the world not just a glimpse into their lives but a profound reminder, that in a world obsessed with speed and spectacle, sometimes the most beautiful thing is simply the quiet power of love. Spoken through the first words of two new parents, those words still linger. "You are so loved. We've been waiting for